Paradise clearance. Good afternoon, JetBlue 8361 ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Yellow cab 8632 clear to land runway 35.
JetBlue 8361 cleared for pushback. Paradise ground. JetBlue 8361 ready to taxi. JetBlue 8361 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon, American 3717 ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
JetBlue 8361 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
American 3717 cleared for pushback. Yellow cab 8632 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Alaska 1522 cleared to land runway 35.
American 3717 taxi to runway 35. Paradise clearance. Good afternoon, Colpa 2417 ready for pushback at Alpha 5. Colpa 2417 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower. Good afternoon. Air Portugal 9800 is on approach. Air Portugal 9800 cleared to land runway 35.
Colpa 2417 taxi to runway 35.
Alaska 1522 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Paradise Tower. American 3717 ready for takeoff runway 35. American 3717 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon, Austrian 9043 ready for pushback at Alpha 3. Austrian 9043 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower. Good afternoon. Winter 4350 is on approach. Winter 4350 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise ground. Austrian 9043 ready to taxi. Austrian 9043 taxi to runway 35.
Air Portugal 9800 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Paradise Tower. Colpa 2417 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon, lot 5629 ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Air Portugal 9800 hold position.
Paradise Tower. Good afternoon. Speedbird 5122 is on approach.
Colpa 2417 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Speedbird 5122 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise ground. Lot 5629 ready to taxi.
Winter 4350 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Paradise Tower. Austrian 9043 ready for takeoff runway 35. Austrian 9043 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon, UPS 3399 ready for pushback at Charlie 2. UPS 3399 cleared for pushback.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon, Vietnam 2605 ready for pushback at Bravo 4. Vietnam 2605 cleared for pushback.
00. Continue taxi.
UPS 3399 taxi to runway 35.
Lot 5629 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Speedbird 5122, requesting taxi to the gates.
Vietnam 2605 taxi to runway 35.
Speedbird 5122, taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon. US Air 5895. Ready for pushback at Bravo 5.
Firefly 2166 clear to land runway 35.
Vietnam 2605 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
UPS 3399 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
US Air 5895. Taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower Lot 5629 ready for takeoff runway 35.
AirAsia 5174 clear to land runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon. Air India 7973 ready for pushback at Alpha 1. Air India 7973 cleared for pushback.
Singapore 5420 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground. Air India 7973 ready to taxi. Air India 7973 taxi to runway 35.
Firefly 2166 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Paradise clearance. Good afternoon. Lion Inter 9289 ready for pushback at Bravo 2. Lion Inter 9289 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Ground. AirAsia 5174 taxi to the gates.
KLM 90176 cleared to land runway 35.
Lot 5629 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
AirAsia 5174 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
US Air 5895. Cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Lion Inter 9289 taxi to runway 35. Paradise Ground. Singapore 5420 taxi to the gates. Singapore 5420 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Transnorth 1471 cleared for pushback. Cathay 3316 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Tower. Air India 7973 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Ground. Transnorth 1471 ready to taxi. Transnorth 1471 taxi to runway 35.
Air India 7973 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Tower. Lion Inter 9289 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Air Portugal 90800. Cleared to land runway 35.
KLM 90176 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Aegean 3927 cleared for pushback.
Paradise clearance. Yellow cab 8633 ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Binter 4350, cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground. Aegean 3927 ready to taxi. Paradise Ground. Cathay 3316 taxi to the gates.
Yellow cab 8633 cleared for pushback.
Aegean 3927 taxi to runway 35. Cathay 3316 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Paradise Ground. Yellow cab 8633 ready to taxi. Yellow cab 8633 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower. Good afternoon. Tame 2924 is on approach. Tame 2924 cleared to land runway 35.
Air Portugal 90800. Taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Lion Inter 9289 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Transnorth 1471 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Alaska 1523 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Binter 4350, taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Paradise Tower. Yellow cab 8633 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Alaska 1523, cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower, good afternoon. Dynasty 6822 is on approach. Dynasty 6822 clear to land runway 35. Low count 8633 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Enter 4350, continue taxi.
Aegean 3927 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Alaska 1523, taxi to runway 35.
Tame 2924, taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Paradise Tower, good evening. The Dex 26908 is on approach. The Dex 26908 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise ground Dynasty 6822 taxi to the gates. Dynasty 6822 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Paradise Tower, Alaska 1523, ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise ground, the Dex 26908, taxi to the gates. The Dex 26908, taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Paradise clearance, Speedbird 5123, ready for pushback at Alpha 4. Speedbird 5123 cleared for
Ladies and
pushback.
gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features
Paradise
of the
Tower,
aircraft.
good evening. Berlin 1686 is on approach.
Alaska 1523 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Berlin 1686 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Speedbird 5123 ready to taxi. Speedbird 5123 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Air Austral 8698 is on approach. Air Austral 8698 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Kenir 5746 is on approach. Kenir 5746 cleared to land runway 35.
Berlin 1686 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Firefly 2167 cleared for pushback. AirAsia 5175 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower, Speedbird 5123 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Ground Firefly 2167 ready to taxi.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Egypt Air 8434 is on approach. Egypt Air 8434 cleared to land runway 35.
AirAsia 5175 taxi to runway 35.
Air Austral 8698 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Speedbird 5123 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Firefly 2167 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Iberia 1222 is on approach. Iberia 1222 cleared to land runway 35.
Singapore 5421 cleared for pushback.
Kenir 5746 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Cathay 3317 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower AirAsia 5175 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Singapore 5421 ready to taxi. Singapore 5421 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Ground Cathay 3317 ready to taxi. Cathay 3317 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Egypt Air 8434 requesting taxi to the gates. Egypt Air 8434 taxi to gate Bravo 1.
KLM 90177 cleared for pushback.
AirAsia 5175 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. KLM 1226 is on approach. KLM 1226 cleared to land runway 35.
Firefly 2167 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Singapore 5421 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Iberia 1222 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
KLM 90177 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower Cathay 3317 ready for takeoff runway 35. Cathay 3317 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise clearance, Tame 2925 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
KLM 90177 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Tame 2925 cleared for pushback. KLM 1226 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Air Portugal 90801 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Ground Tame 2925 ready to taxi. Tame 2925 taxi to runway 35.
Eva 6986 clear to land runway 35.
Air Portugal 90801 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise clearance Pinter 4351 ready for pushback at Alpha 1. Pinter 4351 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower. Good evening. Air Portugal 1652 is on approach. Air Portugal 1652 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground Pinter 4351 ready to taxi. Pinter 4351 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower. Good evening. Oman Air 7312 is on approach. Oman Air 7312 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Tower Tame 2925 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Eva 6986 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Dynasty 6823 cleared for pushback. Paradise Ground Dynasty 6823 ready to taxi. Dynasty 6823 taxi to runway 35.
Air Portugal 1652 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Tame 2925 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Berlin 5674 clear to land runway 35.
Air Portugal 90801 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Pinter 4351 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise clearance. The Dex 269er ready for pushback at Charlie 1.
Oman Air 7312 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
The Dex 269er cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower Dynasty 6823 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Air France 5572 clear to land runway 35.
The Dex 269er taxi to runway 35. Paradise Tower. Good evening. Air Transat 7692 is on approach. Air Transat 7692 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground Berlin 5674 requesting taxi to the gates. Berlin 5674 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Paradise Ground, Air France 5572 taxi to the gates. Air France 5572 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Air Austral 8699 cleared for pushback.
Paradise clearance, Berlin 1687, ready for pushback at Bravo 2. Berlin 1687, cleared for pushback.
Paradise clearance, Kenya 5747, ready for pushback at Alpha
4. Air Austral 8699 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Ground Air Transat 76902 taxi to the gates.
Kenya 5747, cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 6823 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Cadets 26909 cleared for takeoff runway 35. Thai 4846, cleared to land runway 35. Berlin 1687, taxi to runway 35.
Air Transat 76902 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
Kenya 5747, taxi to runway 35.
Paradise clearance, Egypt Air 8435, ready for pushback at Bravo 1. Egypt Air 8435, cleared for pushback. Paradise Tower, Berlin 1687, ready for takeoff runway 35. Paradise clearance, Iberia 1223, ready for pushback at Bravo 4. Air Canada 6072, cleared to land runway 35. Berlin 1687, cleared for takeoff runway 35. Egypt Air 8435, taxi to runway 35. Iberia 1223, cleared for pushback. Paradise Ground, time 4846, taxi to the gates. Iberia 1223, taxi to runway 35. Thai 4846, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Paradise Tower, Kenya 5747, ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Air Canada 6408 is on approach. Air Canada 6408 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. China Southern 6986 is on approach. China Southern 6986 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Air Canada 6072, taxi to the gates. Air Canada 6072, taxi to gate Bravo 1.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Aegean 5958 is on approach. Aegean 5958 cleared to land runway 35. KLM 1227 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Ground, Air Canada 6408 requesting taxi to the gates. Air Canada 6408 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
KLM 1227 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Berlin 5674 is on approach. Berlin 5674, cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground, China Southern 6986 taxi to the gates. China Southern 6986 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Kenya 5747, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Iberia 1223, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Aegean 5958 requesting taxi to the gates. Finnair 6492 cleared to land runway 35.
Iberia 1223, cancel takeoff.
Aegean 5958 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Paradise Tower, Egypt Air 8435, ready for takeoff runway 35. Paradise
The captain aborted the takeoff. Please remain in your
ready for
seat.
pushback, Charlie 2. Paradise Ground, Iberia 1223, taxi to the gates.
Paradise clearance, Air Portugal 1653, ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
Paradise Ground Berlin 5674 requesting taxi to the gates. Berlin 5674 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Iberia 1223, requesting taxi to the gates.
Paradise Ground, Finnair 64902, taxi to the gates.
Paradise clearance, Oman Air 7313, ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Egypt Air 8435, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Oman Air 7313, cleared for pushback.
KLM 1227, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Viva 6987, cleared for pushback.
Air Portugal 1653, cleared for pushback.
Oman Air 7313, taxi to runway 35.
Viva 6987, taxi to runway 35.
Air Portugal 1653, taxi to runway 35.
Finnair 64902, taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Iberia 1223, taxi to gate Bravo 3. Paradise Tower, Viva 6987, ready for takeoff runway 35. Viva 6987, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Air Portugal 1653, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Air Transat 7693 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Alitalia 5588 is on approach. Alitalia 5588 cleared to land runway 35.
Oman Air 7313, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Air France 5573 cleared for pushback.
Air Transat 76903 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Air France 5573 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 8468, cleared to land runway 35.
Air France 5573 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. US Air 1404 is on approach. US Air 1404 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise clearance, Thai 4847, ready for pushback at Bravo 4.
Paradise Tower, Air Transat 76903 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Alitalia 5588 taxi to gate Bravo 2.
KLM 2028 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Thai 4847, ready to taxi.
Paradise Ground, JetBlue 8468, taxi to the gates.
Air Canada 6073, cleared for pushback.
Thai 4847, taxi to runway 35.
Iroquois 5906, cleared to land runway 35.
Air Canada 6073, taxi to runway 35.
JetBlue 8468, taxi to gate Alpha 1.
US Air 1404, taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Paradise Tower, good evening. American 1652 is on approach. American 1652, clear to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground, KLM 2028 taxi to the gates. KLM 2028 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Paradise clearance, China Southern 6987, ready for pushback at Bravo 5.
Paradise clearance, Air Canada 6409, ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
China Southern 6987, cleared for pushback. Paradise ground, I repeat 5906, taxi to the gates.
Air Transat 7693 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Air France 5504. Cleared for takeoff runway 35. Paradise ground, Air Canada 6409, ready to taxi.
Thai 4847 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Air Canada 6073 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
I repeat 5906, taxi to gate Bravo 1. China Southern 6987, taxi to runway 35. China Southern 6987, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Air Canada 6409, taxi to runway 35.
Aegean 59er, cleared for pushback. Paradise ground, Aegean 59er, ready to taxi. Aegean 59er, taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower, Air Canada 6409, ready for takeoff runway 35. Air Canada 6409, cleared for takeoff runway 35.
All Nippon 4330 cleared to land runway 35.
Berlin 5675 cleared for pushback. Paradise ground Berlin 5675 ready to taxi. Berlin 5675 taxi to runway 35.
Iberia 1223 cleared for pushback. Austrian 9886 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Tower, Aegean 59er, ready for takeoff runway 35.
Iberia 1223 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Air Transat 8690 is on approach.
Paradise clearance, Finnair 64903, ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
Paradise ground, All Nippon 4330 requesting taxi to the gates. All Nippon 4330 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
Air Transat 8690, cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Alitalia 1870 is on approach. Alitalia 1870 clear to land runway 35.
Finnair 64903 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Ground, Austrian 90886 requesting taxi to the gates.
Paradise Tower, good evening. American 6804 is on approach. American 6804 cleared to land runway 35.
Austrian 90886 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Finnair 64903 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise Ground, Air Transat 8690 taxi to the gates. Dynasty 8486 cleared to land runway 35. Air Transat 8690 taxi to gate Alpha 4.
Paradise Ground, Alitalia 1870 requesting taxi to the gates. Alitalia 1870 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Paradise Tower, good evening. Yellow cab 90904 is on approach. Yellow cab 90904 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise Ground, American 6804 taxi to the gates. JetBlue 8469 cleared for pushback. American 6804 taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Paradise clearance Alitalia 5589 ready for pushback at Bravo 2.
Hainan 8142 cleared to land runway 35.
JetBlue 8469 taxi to runway 35.
Alitalia 5589 cleared for pushback.
Dynasty 8486 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Alitalia 5589 taxi to runway 35.
American 1652 cleared to land runway 35.
US Air 1405 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Ground, Yellow Cab 90904 requesting taxi to the gates. Yellow Cab 90904 taxi to gate Alpha 1.
Paradise Ground, US Air 1405 ready to taxi. US Air 1405 taxi to runway 35. Iroquois 5907 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Ground, Hainan 8142 taxi to the gates. Hainan 8142 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Paradise clearance KLM 2029er ready for pushback at Charlie 1. KLM 2029er cleared for pushback.
Iroquois 5907 taxi to runway 35.
Aegean 59er cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Euro 3166 cleared to land runway 35.
Iberia 1223 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
American 1652 taxi. Bravo 1, Berlin 5675 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
KLM 2029er taxi to runway 35.
Finnair 64903 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Tower Alitalia 5589 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Tower, good evening. American 7530 is on approach. American 7530 cleared to land runway 35.
Alitalia 5589 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Tower, JetBlue 8469 ready for takeoff runway 35. Paradise Tower. Good morning. Asiana 3592 is on approach. Asiana 3592 cleared to land runway 35.
US Air 1405 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
JetBlue 8469 cleared for takeoff runway 35. Ural 3166 taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Paradise Tower Iroquois 5907 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Ground American 7530 requesting taxi to the gates. American 7530 taxi to gate Bravo 2. Paradise Ground Asiana 3592 taxi to the gates.
Iroquois 5907 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Asiana 3592 taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Paradise Tower. Good morning. Castrol 8880 is on approach. Castrol 8880 cleared to land runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Austrian 90887 ready for pushback at Alpha 3. Austrian 90887 cleared for pushback.
Paradise clearance. All Nippon 4331 ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Paradise Tower. Good morning. Dynasty 8486 is on approach.
Austrian 90887 taxi to runway 35.
Paradise clearance. Air Transat 86901 ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
Dynasty 8486 clear to land runway 35.
All Nippon 4331 cleared for pushback.
Air Transat 86901 cleared for pushback.
Alitalia 1871 cleared for pushback.
Paradise Ground. Castrol 8880 requesting taxi to the gates.
Paradise Ground. All Nippon 4331 ready to taxi.
Air Transat 86901 taxi to runway 35.
All Nippon 4331 taxi to runway 35.
Alitalia 1871 taxi to runway 35.
Austrian 90887 cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Pakistan 90510 cleared to land runway 35.
Dynasty 8486 taxi to gate Charlie 2.
Castrol 8880 taxi to gate Alpha 2.
American 6805 taxi to runway 35.
Alitalia 1871 cleared for takeoff runway 35. Paradise Tower. Good morning. Etihad 6578 is on approach. Etihad 6578 clear to land runway 35.
Paradise Tower. American 6805 ready for takeoff runway 35.
Paradise Ground. Pakistan 90510 requesting taxi to the gates. Pakistan 90510 taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Paradise Tower. Good morning. Spinnaker 90576 is on approach.
Paradise clearance. Yellow cab 90905 ready for pushback at Alpha 1.
Spinnaker 90576 cleared to land runway 35.
Yellow cab 90905 cleared for pushback.
Paradise ground at Etihad 6578 taxi to the gates.
Hainan 8143 cleared for pushback.
Yellow cab 90905 taxi to runway 35.
Etihad 6578 requesting taxi.